Welcome, guys. You guys know the drill. Listen to your bodies. Wiggle out. Wiggle out where you need. Remember your breaks on your own time. Towels, wiggles, water. I'll explain the workout in more depth. Obviously, you can see we have a dedicated core sequence. So the core at the beginning of class will be a little bit more demure, calmed down, just so we can really dive into the dedicated sequence in between our other moves. But remember, breaks at your own time. Towels, wiggles, water. Meet me back in it when you're ready. And we'll get started in an easy seat. Whatever seat feels good to you. Knees can bend or legs can crisscross. When you're comfortable, just let those shoulders melt. Let the eyes fall closed. You can keep some subtle movements, maybe some little light chin rolls. But for now, kind of just think of that sinking down into the mat, beginning some release here. When your next inhale, hands reach tall overhead, good stretch up. As you exhale, open mouth, release the hands down. Two more just like it. Deep inhale, reach it all the way up. And exhale, release it down. One more inhale, reach it all the way up. On this exhale, twist to the right, bringing the right hand down behind you. A nice tall spine, maybe gazing over that shoulder. Keep the breath. Take the stretch as deep as you need. And on your inhale, raise those arms overhead. Your exhale, find the opposite side. That left hand, your kickstand. Gazing over that shoulder. Next inhale, arms reach overhead. This exhale, bend the right elbow, bring it down behind you for a tricep stretch. Try to keep that chin up and open. Next inhale, arms reach overhead, and exhale, left elbow bends. Inhale, reach it all the way up, and as we exhale, hands come down in front of us, tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. The inhales, release the belly, peel the chest up. Exhales, press that mat away. Following your breath through the movements, maybe holding one of the postures, or beginning to bring in any other organic move that wiggles and wakes up the body. Some hip sways, or show those wrists some love. One more round of breath here. Next inhale just finds the steady tabletop. We'll step that right foot through between the two hands, raise those arms overhead. Your exhale, cactus into those arms. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale that right hand to the right thigh. Reach the left hand back for the quad, stretch. Remember, you can lean forward. That right hand can come down. Find what feels good. One more inhale. Your exhale releases that foot. The inhale, the arms go up. Again, exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale, reach it up, and this exhale, shift the hips back for a hamstring stretch. A little bend to the knee, maybe some little sways, or hold your stillness. And that inhale, bend the right knee, the hands plant around it, send that foot long behind you, tuck the toes, give yourself some rocks into the back of that leg. You can press that heel back, holding it there for a good calf stretch, or keep movements. One more inhale. Your exhale, those knees meet, give some wiggles to the hips. When ready, that left foot steps between the hands. Raise those arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Open the chest. Your inhale, lift it up. This exhale, left hand to the left thigh, right hand to the right foot. Bring it in for that quad stretch. One more round of breath here. The next exhale releases that foot, arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, hips back for the hamstring. Ooh. Each side could feel different, so bring in whatever you need. A pointer flex to the toes or complete stillness. And on that inhale, bending into that left knee, hands plant, the foot goes long behind, toes tuck, give yourself those rocks. Or again, feel free to hold stillness if this side might be a little more tight. One more deep inhale. The exhale, knees meet, give some wiggles to those hips. Keeping that tabletop, taking a deep inhale. Your exhale, walk the hands straight forward, moving into our puppy pose. Hips stay over the knees, the chest releases down. You can sink to the forehead or chin. Feeling that stretch across the upper body, the core, maybe a little to that lower back. One more deep inhale here. Your exhale, begin just to bend into the elbows a little bit. Give yourself some grace to inch the hands back. Take one or two more cat-cows. And then walk the hands one handprint forward, tuck the toes and raise the hips for that first down dog. Even from that down dog, take time, pedal out the legs, pulse the heels down. Any other little wiggles or movements you need here. Moving with a collective breath here, guys. So exhale everything out. A deep inhale. And exhale, roll it forward, high plank. We're not here for long. Ooh, shoulders over wrists, spread the fingers wide. In 10, the knees come down. We move into the tabletop. Again in 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Find shoulders over, wrists, hips over, knees. The next inhale, right arm out long, left leg behind you. Length from those fingertips to toes. Take an inhale here and an exhale. Bring it all in under you. Knee and elbow touch, or they can even cross over each other. Find that length. Reaching through, good core stretch. On the exhale, full extensions out. Sorry, inhales, extensions, exhales, bring it in. That navel to spine, good activation. Really rooting down through that left hand. In 5, we're gonna hold that long extension. In 3, 2, 1, hold your long extension out. And in 5, we're gonna hold a 45-degree extension. In 3, 2, 1, bring the arm and leg out to 45. Give a little lift to that leg here for 5, 3, 2, 1. Knee and hand down, give a roll to the left wrist. And that next inhale, left arm is long, right leg is back. Activate all the way fingertip to toe. Take an inhale for length. Exhale, bring it in. Think full activation. Press that foot into an imaginary wall behind you. Bring it all in, rounding that spine. Same thing, really rooted down through that right hand. Chin is off the chest. You keep your breath where you need. In 5, you're going to hold that long extension. In 3, 2, 1. Hold your nice long extension. Activate that leg. Squeeze into the glute. And in 5, that 45-degree hold. In 3, 2, 1. Arm and leg out to a 45. Lift that leg just a little bit. Reach through those fingers here for 3, 2, 1. Knee and that wrist down. Roll out that right wrist and meet me in your high boats. Woo. From that high boat, remember on the balance point of those sit bones, knees bend, toes point or flex. You can always bring the heels down or bring the toes down, but everything stays active. We have those weights, and if you want a challenge, bring a weight to heart center. We're gonna hold this for 5, and then we alternate our toe taps in 3, 2, 1. Alternate those taps. They can be a tap from above, or they can be a lift with those toes from the floor. You have that navel to spine, a nice V shape with the body. Hands can always come down for support. We are here for 5, then you hold that high boat in 3, 2, and 1. Hold that boat, find the balance again, and in 5, those Russian twists side to side in 3, 2, 1. Side to side. Remember, feet or toes down. Ooh, if you need, think of squaring those shoulders off to the side. Navel stays to spine. We're going to hold that boat one more time in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that boat. Ooh. In 10, those forearms come down behind you. Chest stays up. Alternate in and out in 3. We're still in boat for 2 and 1. Forearms down behind you. Keep the chest up. Alternate extensions in and out. Woo. Same thing here. You point or flex those toes. And in 10, either leg stays out. Pulse it low there in 3, 2, 1. Keep a leg out, pulse it, press into those forearms, keep that upper body up, navel to spine here for 5. We alternate in 3, 2, 1. Alternate again. Woo. Shoulders still pull down the back. We're going to find that opposite leg out, pulse it there in 3, 2, 1. Your opposite leg, pulsar low here for 5. We'll give a little wiggle in 3, 2, 1. Lay everything down, guys. Find your full body stretch. Ooh, a shorter, more demure core sequence from Reese just doesn't feel right. But don't you worry. Oh, explaining our workout. Get comfortable here, guys. We have an AMRAP. It is as many reps as possible. Remember, for you, in person or online, you're not racing anyone. You're in it for 8 minutes, 4 moves, starting with bent over rows. So the shoulder width stance, little bend to the knees. The weights come down with a hinge in the core. You're going to row up to your pocket if you want triceps. You're going to row up to your chest if you want biceps. Either way, those shoulder blades come in together, then you release the weight back down. Then we send it wide for 5 kettlebell swings. Weight to your heels, think that glutes down. That kettlebell comes up to that shoulder level. We're not thrusting it up, we're controlling it with the shoulders. Then we have thrusters. That wide stance stays, the squat down, thrust everything up, ears between biceps, control it back down. Then 5 reverse lunges on each side. So you can find 5 all together on one side, or you can alternate a total of 5 for each side. Keep a weight at your heart, keep the weights at your side. Your choice. As many rounds as possible for those 4 moves, 5 of each for 8 minutes. Then we have 3 minutes of core, guys. Woo. Starting with your plank. Starting in the high plank, remember the knees can come down if they need to. You got 30 seconds here. 30 seconds of alternating shoulder taps. 30 seconds of an ankle reach, which means you lift the hips. That right hand goes to the left ankle and back out to plank. 30 seconds of down dog knee throughs. That's that knee to the opposite tricep. Woo. 30 seconds of mountain climbers, knees to chest or knee to opposite tricep. And then we are down to our mat forearm plank and a little body saw, the little front and back rock. So a total of 3 minutes, 30 seconds each. After core, we repeat the AMRAP again. So 3 minutes of core and 4 little moves that will just taunt you throughout the whole rest of class. But listen to your body. Remember your wiggles where you need. Starting with our AMRAP, remember we start with those 5 bent over rows in 10. Shoulder width stance, little bend to the knees, weights in each hand. We go in 3, 2, 1. Little hinge forward. Remember, if you want triceps, row up to your pocket. If you want biceps, row to your chest. After this, we're in the 5 kettlebell swings. Bring those shoulder blades into kiss, control them back down. Remember that kettlebell swing, wide stance, heels in, toes out, glutes down, that kettlebell up to that shoulder height. Think press those glutes and hips behind you. After the swings, we got those thrusters. Remember, that's the squat down and everything up. Woo. Weight can be right in front of you. You can hold it wherever works. All the way up, bring it all the way back down. After these, we have those 5 reverse lunges on each side. Remember, you can do all 5 on the right, then all 5 on the left, or alternate. Reverse lunge, meaning you step back into it. In that reverse lunge, you can stay stacked over the hips, but if you want a little more glute, bring a little hinge forward. Woo. No matter where we're at, shoulders stay down the back. That navel to spine activation stays with us until we are in our cool down, guys. So keep your breath. Woo. Always the option for that open mouth exhale. Never being scared of making that breath audible. Music gets turned up. You guys keep moving. We got less than 6.5 minutes here. Woo. Good job, guys. Yes. Any of those squat stances, weight stays in your heel. I will always say start with a heavier weight so that you can move to a lighter weight if you need. Remembering any of these can be done without a weight and even just moving the arms. Woo. Good job. Just over 5.5 minutes here. No matter where you're at, really pay attention to that core. You're going to be feeling that baby work just as much, holding balance, helping drive the weight or the body. Woo. Listening throughout the whole sequence, finding what feels best to you. Remember, it's rows, kettlebell swings, thrusters, reverse lunge. 5 of each. Fully active at your tip top. Give yourself every ounce of activation. Squeeze to the glutes, the quads, all of it. Beautiful. Just over 4.5 minutes here, almost at that halfway point. Open mouth exhales as you need. Good job, guys. Even in those thrusters, remember, those shoulders stay down the back. Think ears to biceps, and then control it all down. We're officially at that halfway point. Less than 4 minutes now. Woo. As if clearing snow and everything that we just did the other day didn't wear out the legs. Now we're really going to do it. Whew. Keep her up. Keep the breath. Remember, open mouth as you need. Link that breath to the movement. 3.5 minutes, guys. Woo. Keep that shoulder, whole shoulders melted down. That navel to spine finds balance and drive. Woo. You zone me out for the next 3 minutes. Set a goal in your head. Where do you want to end this AMRAP? Knowing that, yes, we are coming back to it. That doesn't mean you cut yourself short. Feel that upper back activation, especially in those rows, whether we're rowing to our chest for the more bicep or rowing to our pocket for more tricep. The goal is you bring those shoulder blades into kiss, then you control that weight back down. Just over 2 minutes, guys. Woo. We got that 2-minute warning right now. Get inside your head. I'm not giving you any more of a countdown until we're less than a minute. Just keep that body moving. Keep weights to the heels. Keep that mind to muscle. Always that focus. Slow it down if you need. Speed never works in the workout. Feel the alignment. Those open mouth exhales, everything linked to breath. Just the 4 moves. Like I said, 4 moves to taunt you, only 4 to remember. Those knees track over the toes in that lunge. Remember, you take it slow if you need. Even look down to the big toe on that front foot. Make sure it's tracking right. Woo. 35 seconds, guys. Just because I count down doesn't mean you slow down. Give me everything you've got here. Woo. Your wiggles, your breaks, your moves, your time. 20 seconds. Woo. Online, you don't even need the camera on. I know you're killing it. Keep after it. Less than 15 seconds, guys. We now have 10. Just move that body. Link everything to breath. We have 3, 2, rest. Lightly puts the weights off to the side. Clear your mat. I will set up that clock. Make your way down to your mat. We'll get ready for those 3 minutes of core. Remember, modify as you need. I will give you the countdown into that next move. We're here for 10. Holding your plank in 5, 3, 2, hold that plank. Shoulders over wrists, separate those shoulder blades. Remember, knees down if they need to be at any point. Press it away, keep the navel to spine. Chin is off of that chest. You got 15 seconds here before those alternating shoulder taps. Remember, stagger the feet wide to the mat or bring the knees down, but we move to the taps in 5, 3, 2, 1. Alternate those shoulder taps. Main goal here, you control those hips. Knees can even come down if it's a little easier, but you press into that stabilizing hand. Woo. Good job, guys. You got 15 seconds here. Then we lift the hips, the right hand to the left ankle and back out to plank. Those ankle reaches in 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips to your down dog. Right hand to that left ankle. Bring it back out to plank. Left hand to the right. Back out to plank. That core drives those hips up and controls them back down out to plank. Good job, guys. Even if those knees come down, we can find a deep child's pose with a thread to your needle. Still getting a little bit of a stretch here. Where you got this for 5, then the knee throughs. Knee to the triceps in 3, 2, and 1. From those knees, drive them opposite triceps. Down dog and tricep. Woo! Remember, even here, you can bring the knees down. Still find that same drive under the body. You got this for 10. Mountain climbers, guys. They're coming up in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Find the plank and climb, whether you're taking your stroll or you are running up your mountain. Knees to chest, or you can continue knee to opposite tricep. Try to keep those shoulders over the wrist. You have 17 seconds here. And then we're down to our forearm plank. Woo! 10 seconds here, guys. Just keep that body moving. Here for 5. Get to the forearms in 3, 2, 1. Down to your forearm plank, right into your little body saw, a little front and back rock. You're not moving from those knees or your toes. You feel the core pull and push, and you press those forearms through your floor. Chin stays away from your chest. Knees up or down. You have 10 seconds here. Itty bitty move for 5, 3, 2, rest. Woo! Good job, guys. Remember, yes, grab your water. We are repeating that AMRAP. Let me get that edited. Woo. Same exact moves, 5 rows, 5 swings, 5 thrusters, 5 reverse lunge. 8 minutes left of work. We start in 10. Woo. Grab them weights. Your rows in 3, 2, go. That little hinge, make sure we keep the hinge in the core right at that hip point. Remember, row to your pocket for triceps, row to the chest for biceps. Think when those shoulder blades come into touch, you feel an opening in the chest. Those 5 rows, 5 kettlebell swings. Your pace, your breath. Sink those hips down and behind you. After the swings, we have those thrusters. Keep the wide stance, squat down, press it all up. Woo. After the thrusters, remember 5 reverse lunges on each side. Remember, reverse meaning you step back into it. Alternate those moves or find 5 right off the bat for each. Navel to spine. Ooh, you know what that core activation feels like. I just took you through it, guys. After the lunges, we're back to the rows. Ooh. Remember your pace. We're not racing anyone. Feel the alignment in your body. You're going to shake. You're going to sway. Use that core. Every point of the body is activating to help you out through it. Ooh. If you want just a little more, count the moves. Think a count up in your row, a count down in your row. The kettlebell swing, activate up, count it down. You can always add on. Maybe you pulse before you thrust those weights up. Lots of different add-ons. Obviously, if the arms are tired, remember you can do all of this without a weight. You can even turn those thrusters into just arms overhead with a good reach, getting a core stretch. Those kettlebell swings, grip and make a fist to activate the arms. Same thing, you can find those down, control it up. You'll still get the core, you'll still get the legs, the arms are still active. Woo! Those lunges, self-explanatory. You already know those legs are feeling it by those. Keep a weight with you or put them lightly to the ground, just keep that body moving. We have less than 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes here. So keep that body going, listen to it, find your variations. Woo! 5 minutes exactly, guys. Get inside your head. I'm going to limit the countdown alerts at this point just so you can really focus. You zone me out if you need. Woo. Never be scared of making that breath audible, guys. No one cares. You breathe, use the breath to push those weights, to move that body. Woo. Woo. Remember, in that lunge, if you still want more, that little hinge forward drives into whatever glute is forward. You can still find the lunge, but get a little more glute in there. Or keep everything stacked over those hips. Make the workout your own. Under 4 minutes, guys. You have less than halfway through this. Get inside your head. Set your own goal here. Looking great. I'm listening to the breath. You guys sound amazing. You look amazing. Like I said online, you don't need that camera on. I know you got this. Woo. Just over 3 minutes here. Your breaks when you need, your water when you need. Everything at your pace. Navel to spine the whole time. Remember, even in those thrusters, you're feeling that core pull you back up from the squat and drive those arms up. Same with the swings. You're feeling that core kick in, keeping balance. And needless to say, you're engaging that core in those lunges. Woo! Woo! Bring in as much activation as you've got left at the tip top of each of these. Really squeezing into those legs, the glutes, melt those shoulders. Woo! 2-minute warning here, guys. No more alerts until we are under a minute. Just dig deep, keep the body going. Woo. Good job. You guys look amazing. Keep it up. Sweat, let it drip. You've got it. Woo. Keep the breath, keep it up. Just keep moving, guys. Remember, you lose the weights if you need. Modify, find your variation. Give me what you've got. You have 60 seconds here now. Woo. Really push that open mouth exhale as you need. Relieve the heat. Help keep the heart rate keep in check. Less than 45 seconds, guys. You're not slowing down. We're not stopping. Woo. 30 seconds, guys. Twenty seconds. This is the last time I'm telling you until I'm in that less than 10. You just move that body. Woo. We've got 5, 3, 2, rest. Good job, guys. Find what feels good. Maybe that's a forward fold. Maybe you're rolling out the wrists. Woo. Take a couple rounds, maybe walk the mat. Couple rounds of breath here. I will get to that glorious cool down music. And just because those legs are really, really dead, we are actually just going to come on down to our seats. You guys beat me to it. Come on down to whatever easy seat feels good to you. Begin just some shoulder rolls here. Roll them back, open the chest. Exhale, roll them forward and back. Woo. Following your breath. Bringing it all the way down into the lower back. Stacking that spine on the next inhale. Bring either arm in front for a good shoulder stretch. Let the shoulder melt back in the socket. One more round of breath. And your exhale releases. Guide the arm around for your tricep stretch. And that little pat on the back. Woo. Yes, the open mouth exhale is still here. Get rid of that added heat. Your next exhale, release it, roll out the shoulders. Bring the other arm in front. Woo. One more round of breath here. Your exhale, release it, guide it around for the tricep stretch. Your next exhale, release it. Hands come to the mat. Send the legs out long in front of you. Pull the glutes away. Find the sit bones. Your inhale opens the chest, stacks the spine. Exhale, trace the legs down for a fold. Just like the hamstring stretch before, maybe you bring in a little bend to the knee. Think of a long spine over those thighs. Get a good stretch. Use your inhale to lift up through center. Bring the feet under the knees. Lay your upper body down. Take a couple breaths here. Reacclimate. Lower back melts down into the mat. Tailbone heavy. When you're ready, take the right ankle over the left thigh. First and foremost, take that right hand to your right inner thigh. Give it a little press out. Feel the hip stretch. And use your next breath to bring it in for a figure 4. Hold behind the thigh or in front of the shin on that left leg. Or maybe that left foot is just your kickstand. Find as deep of a stretch with your breath coming with. One more deep inhale here. Your exhale, release the left foot flat to the mat. Let the legs release to the left. Those shoulders melt. Feel free to stack the knees if you need. But sink in here. Nothing is active. Let the body melt. One more round of breath here. Use your next inhale to lift this up. Unravel, get some wiggle. Again, root down through that lower back. And when you're ready, the left ankle crosses the right thigh. Same thing, take that left hand, So that left inner thigh, give the hip a little stretch here, even if just for a breath, bringing it in for your figure 4 when you're ready. Remembering your inhales help you find the space in the stretch. Exhales help you sink into it. Give it one more inhale here. Your exhale, release the right foot flat. Let the legs release to the right. Again, stack the knees if you need and melt those shoulders down. Hands rest somewhere light. Never forcing the knees down or anything like that. Give it one more round of breath here. Your inhale lifts those knees. Stagger the feet to the long sides of your mat, wide to the mat. Give yourself some windshield wipers here. Legs side to side, evening out the hips and the lower back. When you feel ready, guide those knees in tight to the chest. One good squeeze in here, maybe some sways. Finding any other final posture or stretch that ends your personal practice. This is your own countdown. So when you reach 1, take it to your Shavasana. Melting back down into that mat. Releasing, sinking back in. Eyes can fall closed. Melting into that breath. Listening to deep in your breath. Lengthen out those inhales and exhales. Inviting in little movements to fingers and toes. Or lightly rolling the head side to side. Inviting in the bigger movements as you're ready. Rolls to the wrists or ankles. If you'd like, the next inhale can be your full body stretch, a point or flex the toes. And exhale to either side to your fetal position to use your arms. Staying wherever you're comfortable, remembering if you'd like, you can move up to that easy seat or stay wherever you'd like. Sending thanks to yourself and your body wherever we are. The eyes can be closed or have a soft gaze. If you'd like, hands can meet at heart center. Thank you all for joining in person, online. Thank you for being here. Always remember the light in me will forever shine and always honor the light and strength within each of you. Namaste.